little bit more about some of the categories that we have. Some of them will be familiar to you from the current zones in Trove, and some of them will be a little bit different. So Newspapers and Gazettes combines the current digitised newspaper zone along with our government gazettes. We found that people were looking at these categories at the same time. It made sense to keep them together. Magazines and newsletters contains full text digitised journals that were often originally published in what people would see as magazine or newsletter format. So this is the category where you would find things like the Bulletin, Pix Magazine, the Wireless Weekly, Pacific Islander Monthly, quite a few of the really, really great full text and also full colour digitised journals. So they're in magazines and newsletters now. Images, Maps and Artefacts has all of the same things as the previous zone, which I think is pictures, photographs and objects. We changed the word objects to artefacts, but this is where you'll find your photographs, your posters and your images, and also any physical object records that we hold. Research and reports tends to contain the more academically focused resources. So if you need to access a peer-reviewed journal article that's online available, it will be in research and reports, as well as some journals where you have to be a subscriber or library member to log in. Books and Libraries contains all of the records that you would expect to find in your library. And you can also find out where they're held in libraries around Australia, as well as copies of books that are available for loan. Diaries, letters and archives I don't think has changed since the zone title in current Trove. So again, that contains our collections where people have written letters, kept diaries, all kinds of really excellent things are in there, as well as full collections from notable Australians. And music, audio and video also hasn't changed. I think we changed the word sound to audio, but otherwise all of the same results in there as well. People and organisations is also the same, contains biographical information on people and organisations. And websites is what we call the previous archived website zone. So a preview of that in an all category search isn't available. You have to go into the full results to see it, just because that section of Trove is so big. And our very last category is lists. And this is where you will find lists of public information created by the Trove community. So if you create a list and you make it public, it will be available to be searched here.